The Italian Job. Shareholders in Pride Holdings Group may think they own shares in a castle, but I've got the deed, and that shows they may need to think again. Pride Holdings Group, which bought and closed Aquaplex, Birdcage, Lucky's, and more, says it owns a gorgeous medieval castle. But a closer look shows this crown jewel may be tarnished. Castello di Camino, an 11th century castle in northwest Italy that gives all the vibes. Pride Holdings Group's website would have investors think buying a share of stock is like buying a share in the castle. Not so fast. Greater Wilton Manors has obtained a copy of the deed. Nowhere does it mention Pride Holdings. However, it does list CEO Tim Majors personally as the registered holder or owner and has been since 2016. Now, this copy is from March. It's possible that the castle's been transferred since. But in July of last year, Pride Holdings said that it had acquired the medieval masterpiece. This shows that statement was false. Then CEO Michael Barrett said, quote, "Such an acquisition is a statement play for the LGBTQ community. This will be the home and headquarters of our European expansion." And he went on to call it a signature asset. The castle's homepage says, "Welcome to Europe's largest LGBTQ+ resort," giving the impression that it's open. But scroll down and you'll see "coming soon." And if you look at the top of the page, you see the site's hosting plan is expired. Despite all this, in June, Pride Holdings said they were buying a small vineyard just down the road. They haven't issued any updates or responded to any of our questions. This story is just a lot.
And it keeps going.
It's sour grapes.
Oh. And you thought you were going to be done with just Aquaplex closing. You. You. Oh, man.
And then with the rabbit hole, it's like there's wow.
There is
crazy.
So much.
And this just seems like it's just the beginning because everything leads to something else.
There is so much more that I have to cover. The Legacy Bar that they bought and closed in Australia just came out of receivership, and its assets have been. I'm going through that decision. The vineyard that they're allegedly buying over there, they've announced that they're going to make their own vodka. That's got a lot of, I can say it because they've done the press release, but I can't say anymore because there are so many rabbit holes just in the vodka story. And if I'm going to go down any rabbit hole, thank God I've got vodka with me.
Because you'll need it. Because you'll need it. Anything, how about Tim? Anything on him? Is he like talking, speaking, posting? What's up with Mr. Majors?
Tim Majors is very elusive. He has a very small digital footprint. You know, he does have millions of dollars in judgments against him.
Oh, wow.
Like, I want to say $15 million. So the point where one lawyer called him judgment proof because if you sue him successfully, just get in line.
Wow.
At this point. That said, I haven't done enough of a deep dive because, like I said, there's not a lot on him. I am continuing to pursue Tim Majors aggressively. And hopefully he'll return a call and say, let's talk. Because I am absolutely always open to him. I've reached out to Pride Holdings Group twice through their website because there's no number to call or anything like that. They have not replied to my requests.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, it's amazing that how many years it took to build up this level of
fraud?
Fraud, yeah.
Ponzi? Where do we go on?
It's like a Ponzi scheme. That it wasn't discovered before now that these...
It was only a couple years.
All this in the making in 2 years.
Within a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The stock went public last year. Like last September. The stock hasn't even been out for over a year. Okay. I think it peaked at around 22 cents. Then it was at 11 cents one day in April and then plummeted to a nickel the next day.
Wow. Let me ask you one more thing about the shares or the stocks, okay? There was a time when they were giving the girls the stocks and shares.
It's-
Do they still have stocks? Have anybody mentioned shares or anything like that to you, the queens?
No.
Okay.
They are not talking.
Okay.
And I am not a lawyer.
The queens aren't talking. You mean
They aren't talking to,
About-
to
Their lips are
me
sealed. Their
about,
lips are sealed.
about this
Yeah.
at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into my concerns.
Oh
but
no,
I hope,
please.
I hope. Well, it's legally. I don't want to indict anybody
Of course.
for something that they may or may have not have done. But anybody who's connected with the stock, there are certain rules you have to follow when you sell
Right.
stock.
Yeah. And you have
Crazy.
to abide by these rules or certain things can occur.
Yes.
And all their employees. I mean, no one's above the law, and I hope that the employees of Pride Holdings can correctively file suit, class action, hold them accountable for their earned wages and damages.
Yeah.
Well,
Talking about the employees, if we could just pivot for 1 second, right?
Feel
To feel good about this story. Well, also because John had a lot to do with this event. John was pushing it, promoting it, making sure that you folks out there knew that this fundraiser was happening. We had the fundraiser. It was Solidarity. What was the name of it? It was something in Solidarity. Standing in Solidarity or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Kevin Clevenger, don't kill me. I didn't name it. You did.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And we had this incredible fundraiser where all the queens performed. Latrice Royale was our finale.
fantastic.
She surprised us. She
Fantastic.
called the girls saying, I want to be a part of this. How can I help? We had incredible videos from all these incredible queens, including Varla Jean Merman, all the way from
And,
P-Town.
Dixie Longate.
Dixie Longate.
And me.
It was and Dale, and it was, a wonderful turnout. Everybody came out and supported. Thank you, John, for getting the word out.
Absolutely.
Right? I was away on vacation for 2 weeks and John was like, you gotta go. Faye will be back. I promise Faye's coming back. But the total raised from such an incredible night of giving, silent auction, people who phoned in, whatever they wanted to donate. The total was $24,820
Wow. Fantastic.
Wow.
for these
Fantastic.
34 employees. You were mentioning the employees.
Yeah.
All 34 employees will get
Right.
a nice little check.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's not going to save their life,
Yeah.
but it allows them to know that we were thinking about them, that
Wow.
Yeah.
that they're seen in our minds, and it
Yeah.
might pay off a bill. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't know.
Might pay
you
some
know,
rent or whatever. But
the reality is that, if you have a check that bounces and you don't have enough money in your account to cover that plus fees, your shit could be turned upside
Yeah.
down right now.
oh, major.
Yep.
Majorly. So this money, can help you in some way,
But the event, the event was really a beautiful event.
Yeah.
There was so much love in the room, and it just oozed out of the room. You just felt it as soon as you walked in. And the girls and all the employees there kept saying they felt the love. And, Velvet was posting the next day and Val, they were all saying how much love, their hearts were so full. Just to know that the community is so supportive and has their back makes a huge difference. And Faye, you did an amazing job too.
Aw, thank
You did
you.
really,
Thank
really.
you.
I mean, you always do an amazing job, but I thought I could really feel the love coming from you because that event really meant something super special to you.
Those girls are my sisters. They mean everything to me. And not just the girls, the employees, all
yeah,
of them.
all.
Anybody that has, served me at Aquaplex has always done it with such grace, joy, and love. Like they're in their own homes
Nice.
feeding me something. You know what I mean? So how can I not want to give back? And a big shout out to Kevin Clevenger and Flockfest for being so incredible and putting the whole night together. It just couldn't have been possible without them and Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So these girls get a nice little check. We had a car wash, right, that you
Yeah.
had gone to.
Yeah.
A few days before. Lit Bar is also doing a couple of fundraisers for the folks. So community's coming together, and that's what community is all about.
Yeah.
So and John Hayden and his Greater Wilton Manors will continue to cover this story. So don't get it twisted. There will be more to follow. All right. And make sure that you follow John Hayden and Greater Wilton Manors for everything that's going on in our community.